Okay.
Beetle.
Yeah. One thing about Rushmore is it can get a little bit smooth in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
It's still got crystals that stick out, but not everywhere. Not everywhere. I like it. We went and you've heard of the Gunks, right?
The who?
The Gunks?
No.
It's
In
the
New York.
rock climbing spot in the East
Hey,
Coast.
do you want to clip in or you don't care?
I'm top roping.
Oh, sure enough.
I'm sorry, that was really, was the camera rolling for that?
It was.
Nice.
We're going to send our kids down here with these two yahoos?
That won't be our promotional video. How's that? Well, anyway, the
We'll
Gunks
erase
is
that.
Safety first, that's how I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to clip in a little extra.
the
We'll
Gunks
destroy
is
that
like the
video if the life
premier rock
insurance
climbing
company ever
place
calls.
on the East Coast. It's in New York State. We went and checked that out a couple weeks ago. Always wanted to see it. We didn't have time to do much. That was yeah, every time I go to one of those places like that, it always makes me love it out here more.
Oh, really?
Or appreciate being out here. Appreciate the fact that we don't drive 5 hours to get to that.
It just wasn't that great.
No.
So apparently the life insurance doesn't cover you for the first 2 years on this stuff, and after that they don't care.
Oh, well, we're past 2 years on our life insurance.
Yeah, so.
I've written the checks 4 times, 5 times. More than that.
Where did you read that?
I just got new life insurance, that's how I know.
Oh, so no dying on rock climbing for the next
Well, they
2
pretty much told me if you die this way, they're going to deny the claim, so alright.
Oh yeah.
So-
Is one of the big ones suicide? Like given the first 2
No,
years?
yeah, that too, so it would cover suicide, but not in the first 2 years. Or something to that effect, I don't know.
Yeah. That's to stop people from taking out $1 million policy and committing suicide the next day.
But I think it's even like a motorcycle, because they give you all these questions. Do you fly? Do you motorcycle? Do you climb? Do you do all this
You
different
jump out
stuff?
of planes with
Yeah.
backpacks full of pillows.
Oh,
They
pillowcases. Now, if you say yes, then your rate probably quadruples. They'll still cover you. And if you say no, then you just can't die in the first 2 years.
Sometimes I wonder, we got our homeowners insurance and we had to disclose that we had a gas fireplace and a bunch of other stuff. And they specifically asked if you had a pool or a trampoline.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the time when we got it, I said no, because
Right.
we're not paying money for a trampoline for our kids. Then the neighbor gave one to us like a year later.
Yeah.
But I didn't call the insurance company to tell them I now had a trampoline.
I don't think it matters. If they could prove you lied on your application, that'd be an issue. And the longer you've had it, the less, right? Because they got their money
Yep.
already.
Well, we had it with our neighbors. Mark broke his arm at the neighbor's house. And then the neighbor kid came over and did something stupid in our garage and ended up getting a couple layers of stitches in his leg. We both looked at each other and were like, nope. Like when she was walking home with her kid, kind of like, we're even. We're not claiming this on each other's homeowners insurance. I'm like, nope, we're good. Your kid fell on his own garage.
Yeah.
Just like Mark fell off a swing. I didn't say where, whose house, wasn't messing with that.
Got some friends in Denver. They've got a, well, it's not a Razor, but it's, you know, one of those ATVs, big old thing with the roof and stuff on it. But their friends are driving it out their mountain cabin. So totally not their kids at all, my friends' kids. two friends' kids. They roll it. The girl gets her arm pinned, and they end up having to amputate the arm.
Shoot.
Well, the mom is suing like crazy, right? And so it's on their insurance, and now they're like, wow, we're never letting anybody use our stuff again.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we had that golf cart I borrowed for Summerfest one year, and my little nephews, when they were teeny, they were playing in it, and one of them was jumping on the gas pedal, you know, just pretending he was driving. Well, the little one comes in and turns the key,
Oh.
smashes it into the neighbor's house. And I'm like, you know what, we'll just pay for stuff. I wrote the neighbor a check for what it cost to get his house siding repaired. It's like $150.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's like, I'm not dealing with homeowners insurance. That's less than my deductible. Well, the golf cart was apparently some fugly antique. It cost like $800 to repair this thing. It was insane. I was like, no freaking way. So I call my homeowner's insurance, and he's like, I tell him the story. He goes, well, just so you know, you mentioned that this was your nephews that did this, because I didn't. Mark was like an infant, so yeah. Turns out we can't claim it on our homeowner's insurance because it wasn't my kids that did it. So I had to call my sister-in-law and be like, so this is what happened with that thing.
Oh my word.
And she was like, oh, I have to call my homeowner's insurance because the tree fell down on their swing set. So she's like, they all rolled it into one, and we had one deductible, and the insurance paid everything. It's like, that's so numbing. All the fun of insurance. It's so quiet up there.
Must be a little hard. Must be actually working. Gotta concentrate.
For that same reason, I never let the neighbor kid ride our dirt bike.
Hmm.
Always asks, and I'm like, no, kid. Like, one time Mark let him, and he was like, ran it into a tree to see if it would stop, and the thing flipped up over him and landed right next to me and the kids at the sandbox.
Yeah, I'm good.
And I was like,
Alright,
Big rope.
take.
after that, I was like, yeah, you don't get to ever ride a dirt bike at my house again. I don't think that's a good idea at all. So, every time he asks, I'm like, no, still no.
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to leave that one. That wasn't a 5.8.
We just commented we didn't hear much out of you. We thought you must be working a little bit.
So, if the kid can pass that, you'll take him to Devil's Tower?
That's in that ballpark, yeah, absolutely.